Have you ever wondered why people aren't using Salesforce the way leadership expected? The common reaction is to assume the problem is discipline. Maybe users need more training. Maybe managers need to enforce data entry. Maybe there needs to be consequences for not using the system. But reality is much simpler. You can't force people to use Salesforce. You can't force them to adopt Salesforce. You can require them to enter data. You can create policies. You can even tie usage to performance reviews. But none of those things create real adoption. What they usually create is frustration, workarounds, and users doing the bare minimum to stay compliant. The real question isn't how do we force people to use Salesforce? The better question is, does Salesforce actually help them do their job? When Salesforce adoption is low, the root problem is often that the system was built around management reporting instead of user productivity. Users are being asked to spend extra time entering information without receiving enough value in return. And when people feel like Salesforce is creating work instead of removing work, adoption suffers. Leaders often become frustrated because they're invested heavily in the platform. They see the licensing costs. They hear promises about visibility and efficiency. But when those results don't materialize, they assume users are the problem. In most cases, they're not. The system itself may be too complicated, ask for unnecessary data, or fail to support the actual workflows employees use every day. Successful Salesforce adoptions happen when users see the platform as a tool that makes their jobs easier, not as a system management is forcing them to use. So if your team isn't embracing Salesforce, don't start with stricter rules. Start by asking whether the system is focused on their work that truly matters. Compliance can be forced. Adoption can't. And that's the difference between a Salesforce system people tolerate and one they actually rely on every day.